Now we get to the more complicated scenarios, and the Tennessee Titans in particular are killing me right now. We'll take a look now at their scenarios. The easy route, and easy is in quotes, maybe we should have put that in quotes on the graphic, win their last 2 games and have the Ravens or the Bills lose the game. They can also clinch this week if they win, the Bills lose, and the Ravens lose. But this is probably a little bit easier route if they can find a way to win out and then just get one of those teams to lose. So in the end, their magic number is 3. That's where they sit.
Yeah, but I'll say this. I've been saying this for 2 weeks now. The Titans are not going to make the playoffs because they're not going to beat the Rams this week, and they're not going to beat the Jaguars. Both games on the road. And then you look at the teams like they need the Ravens to lose, they need the Bills to lose. We're going to talk about those teams, but they have much easier schedules than what the Titans do.
All right, now we get into the very complicated scenarios here for Tennessee and the AFC. It's not as simple as the Titans winning 1 game. Whether or not they beat the Rams versus the Jaguars actually will require different results from opposing teams for them to get in because of the way the playoff tiebreaker breaks down and because of the conference opponents and the similar matchups that they'll deal with. So the Titans scenario is very complicated. A big thank you to the New York Times and their interactive graphic, which was very helpful in me creating these scenarios here for you. The first one here, Titans get in the wild card at 9-7 if they beat the Rams and the Ravens lose 2 games. That's it, in quotations, it.
Okay, the Ravens played the Colts and the Bengals.
There's the problem.
They're not going to lose both those games. I am one of the biggest disbelievers in Joe Flacco, but Joe Flacco does play better at this time of the year. Ravens defense, I think, is one of the better units in the league. They're not going to lose to the Colts and the Bengals.
All right, well, let's say the Ravens then only lose 1 of those games. An upset if the Titans beat the Rams, and this is now scenario 3. Titans beat the Rams, the Ravens lose the game, and this is important, the Patriots beat the Bills or the Bills lose both games. They can't beat the Patriots and lose to the Dolphins for the Titans to get in because of similar opponents. I know. Playoff tiebreakers are weird, okay?
I'll say this. I wish we had like a mini camera just to like kind of go behind the scenes, just to show like your reaction in describing this, because I can literally just see just the mental frustration and just everything it took for you to put all these together. I give you so much credit for doing it. But Titans beating the Rams, not going to happen. The Ravens losing a game is possible. I don't think that's likely. I do think the Patriots beat the Bills, but I don't know if the Bills lose both games. I don't think they do.
All right, how about then if the Titans beat the Jaguars, and this does impact the scenarios here. If Tennessee beats Jacksonville, they need the Ravens or the Bills to lose the game. What if Jacksonville's already clinched and they're locked into the 3 seed and they have nothing to play for? That's where this scenario, I think, has a little bit more credibility and weight.
Maybe. But the Jacksonville Jaguars still can get a first-round bye. They still can get a first-round bye if the Steelers slip up in one of their games. So I think as a Jacksonville team, I'm like, hey, I'm playing, and there's no way I'm going to let one of my teams in my division into the playoffs. If I can be a team who keeps them out, man, that is such a big pat on the back, and I think the Jags play for that.
All right, time for the final scenario in which the Titans make the playoffs despite not winning a game the rest of the year. Step 1, the Ravens or the Bills lose their last 2 games. It can only be an either or, not both, because the Titans will actually lose that tiebreaker. So you need one of those 2 teams to lose out. Then you need the Chargers, the Dolphins, and the Raiders to lose the game. If that happens, Tennessee gets in.
That would literally make me sick.
Yeah,
I'm actually getting queasy just thinking about that.
All right, so that there is the Titans scenario number 5, maybe the least likely and most complicated option there.